starting with Lobo Ledesma's bunch, only making one change from the victory at Carolina Core 8 days ago. It comes on the left flank. They make two alterations. One comes in midfield. No Bai Koulibaly today. He is not in the squad. So as a result, they slide Adrian Mendoza back into center midfield. Subotic and Singh, the two front men up top. And then Isaac Walker between the sticks once again. He replaces Nick Holiday, who had gotten some extended run there the last month or so. We are just about set to get things underway here from Chase Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. An Inter Miami squad that is hoping to avenge a 4-2 defeat in Matthews on May 9th. A game in which Crown Legacy came back from down a goal 2-1 to score 3 unanswered on opposite ends of halftime and ultimately wound up cruising. That was a thriller. Talking to Gary Dicker this week, he mentioned that he expects it to be something similar tonight. A pair of teams that want to have the ball, are quite attack-minded, and it should make for a rather open affair, as a lot of Inter Miami 2 clashes tend to be this season. For Lobo Ledesma, it was progress last Friday night, but after a winless June, there are still questions how long that will continue into July. An Inter Miami 2 squad that, of course, conceded 10 goals in the month of June. They shored it up a little bit in their first match on July 4th, though, to kick off the new month. It is Crown Legacy in the black with blue numbers. They'll be going from right to left on your screen. Inter Miami 2, the classic pink with black numbers from left to right. Idolizing Lionel Messi, Argentine-American who's now playing with him. Long-range effort. Decent stop there from Walker. Unfortunately parried to Moore. Cleared only as far as Tyler Hall, another homegrown talent out of the Inter Miami Academy ranks. In the midsummer of last year, Jose Tavares moving to Porto. Kevin Sawchek, the assistant, took over. Now he is an assistant to Gary Dicker, who was appointed after a couple years as an assistant coach with the Brighton U21s. Of course, a club he played at for about 5-6 seasons during his long-standing professional career in Europe. It is interesting talking to Gary Dicker about the Brighton influence, someone who played at Brighton before they really became renowned for scouting and developing talent from in-house. Played anywhere from League 2 up to the Championship during his time in England. He says now as a coach it provides him a bit of an opportunity to see how development works and carry that over into the US ranks. As Echegbu cuts inside, sprays out to Mendoza! What a strike that is! Crown Legacy on the board first in fantastic fashion. It is Adrian Mendoza, the 17-year-old academy product who draws first blood. Well, this is just opportunistic. You see Echegbu cut on a few loan moves before returning and really grinding his way into the side. And this is Lewis Dunk as a player, someone with a little bit about him, a little bit of moxie and energy, who wants to see that among his young players. He also wants to develop desperately players from the Charlotte area that can crack the first team and represent the area, the club well, and just attract fans to them through that medium. Lewis Dunk is one of the examples of someone who can work his way through a youth system, endear himself to the fans, and then become a club staple in many respects. When he talks about the second team, he says, I will give opportunities to younger players and academy kids. Neely driving it and finishes! 2 sensational long-range strikes from Crown Legacy and 2-0 to the good. Jack Neely providing the screamer party. He just Well, now Inter Miami too will have to work against a set low block. Sparks, good stop from Walker. Well, Sparks seeing Crown Legacy have success from afar. Here is Neely. Lovely switch of the play to Abadiareda. Weaving inside now. Abadiareda, deflected effort. A tussle for it in the area. Appeals for a potential penalty. All of them waved away. Mateo Saha was rather convinced that there was some illegal contact there. Abadiareda. Falls for Sparks. Fenaina navigating through trouble. Montenegro. This is Vorenkamp again. Low cross into the area and finished off. Daniel Pinter providing a lifeline for the Herons. Well, there is a roadmap back for Inter Miami too, and it comes off this sensational cross from Theo Vorenkamp. It's just the first time he's been in the team consistently this season after bouncing in and out of the squad a year ago. Sparks. Inter Miami 2 with newfound confidence. Morales looking to switch it to Vorenkamp, who has been a problem to contend with. Another cross in! Excellent stop from Walker. Theo Vorenkamp causing all sorts of issues for Crown Legacy. This another well-placed ball, much lower. Vorenkamp. Played back to Marin, who's had rather little to do since those audacious attempts from afar found the way into the back of his net. Just 2 minutes of added time separate us from intermission. This one back, and some options ahead for Crown Legacy. Mendoza, Berchimas, driving it through, a Chegbu! It is 3 for Crown Legacy. What a response from the Charlotte side. And Emmanuel Chegbu strikes for the second time in as many matches against Miami. We see Berchimas drives this low, runs all the way through to it. Morales managed to negotiate through traffic and win his side a set piece before the break. And this likely will be the final involvement for either side in this first half. So it sets up a rather appetizing set piece from long range. Morales, one of the 2 men in the vicinity for Inter Miami 2. This is surely the last kick of the ball in this first half. Driven towards goal, and it was not far off from Morales. Get another look here. Morales trying for the far corner. Walker's vision impaired, but Crown Legacy striking twice in the opening 25 minutes. Daniel Pinter making things interesting, but a third on the stroke of halftime from Emmanuel Chegbu sees Crown Legacy 3-1 to the good. was a standout in the academy ranks for quite some time. Now gets his shot as a halftime reserve in place of Montenegro. We're back underway. Inter Miami with plenty of work to do. On the counter as Echegbu looks through to Singh. Unable to pick out him or Berchimas. We've already talked about the defensive struggles of Inter Miami 2 this year. The most goals conceded in the league. Here's Pinter though, lovely ball through to Saha! There is life once again for Inter Miami. Matteo Saha, a 7th of the league season, and goals in back-to-back matches. 3-2. Such a well-worked break. Daniel Pinter, the architect, with this lovely ball. First time from Matteo Saha, and just like that, Inter Miami 2 is back. How about this giveaway though? Saha off to the races, playing it across, just runs beyond Morales. Much needed intervention from Pena, and now over the top for Singh. Singh wins the foot race and just shrugged off it. A pair of close calls for both defenses. Sparks out wide for Vorenkamp. He has been the brightest bulb in the Inter Miami 11 tonight. Back for Vorenkamp on the underlap. Crosses it in. It's just about dealt with, but out for an Inter Miami corner. It will be Santiago Morales to take. A homegrown player with the first team who has featured with the first team on occasion. Hooks this in without swing. Good ball! And Inter Miami is level. Bailey Sparks makes it 3-3. Back from the brink. Miami on a level playing field. What a turn of events. An excellent outswinging ball from Morales, and first to it is Bailey Sparks, who heads it in with authority. Meanwhile, Brian Romero, who is a homegrown talent, into the side in place of Nifasha Berchimas. So Berchimas' night comes to a close just shy of the hour mark as they continue to work him back from that foot injury, which kept him out for 3 months. Like-for-like changes, as we will now let you know that this portion of the match is presented by Baptist Health. Set piece for Crown Legacy. They have seen a 2-goal halftime lead evaporate in the span of 10 minutes. Tallies from Matteo Saha as well as Bailey Sparks, neutralizing what was a 3-1 advantage. Romero will take this set piece. This is his first involvement off the bench, in place of Nifasha Berchimas, who enjoyed a promising spell on the pitch that included an assist for Crown Legacy's 3rd goal of the first half. Romero whips it in, and it's finished off! It is goals galore here in South Florida, and a brace for Jack Neely. Well, brilliant set-piece execution on one end is one-upped on the other. A fantastic delivery. Neely rising like a salmon to greet it for his 2nd of the night. And just like that, Crown Legacy is right. Will be Zelter Zubida to take. And taken short it is. Zelter Zubida with some runway. Looking for space. Zelter Zubida ran into too many black shirts. Cleared only as far as Abadi Herrera, and he loses out. And maybe a chance to break. Trying the goalkeeper who's off his line, and Marin won't struggle with that. Shaw looking forward, decent ball, Saha! Deflected out for another corner. The mad dash forward continues. Is there late drama on the cards in Miami? Shaw looking through. Cohen! We are 30 seconds beyond the added 4, and you'd figure this might be the last kick of the ball. And that it is. There is the final whistle. A hard-fought victory for Crown Legacy FC sees them snap a 7-match winless run.